Good evening and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. High-powered committee on construction of new assembly building met at Taj Vivanta, Shillong. Unavailability of land delays construction of Meghalaya model residential schools in Meghalaya. National Education Policy 2020 cannot be implemented in entirety, has to be made state-centric, says Education Minister Rakam Sangma. And allegations on rice scam are baseless, says Paul Linger. The news in detail. The high-powered committee on the construction of the new assembly building met today at the Taj Vivanta in Shillong. Meghalaya Assembly Speaker Thomas A. Sangma, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, Deputy Chief Ministers Preston Tinsong and Sneob Halangdhar, and other legislators and officers of various line departments attended the meeting. In his brief, Assembly Speaker Thomas A. Sangma informed that the agendas taken up were review of the progress of construction of the main building, proposal for the second phase of construction, and presentation on security systems. He informed that the HPC, Assembly Secretariat and line departments have accepted the proposal for the second phase and the proposal will be submitted to the Ministry of Donor.
Of the status, present progress of the main assembly building. Then the second item, agenda number 2, was to discuss about the second phase, which we are submitting a proposal to the Government of India through the donor ministry. Then the third agenda item was the presentation of the security systems, providing security solutions to the assembly complex.
Education Minister Rakam Sangma said the state government is facing a huge problem in establishing Eklavya model residential schools in the state because of unavailability of land. He assured that this year the works for the construction of EMRs will start. Advisor to the government in the Education Department H.M. Shangpliang said the Education Department will review shortly to start construction of the Eklavya model residential schools in Meghalaya. The Government of India under the Tribal Affairs Ministry had sanctioned around 40 Eklavya model residential schools in Meghalaya.
This year, it's my commitment. We will see the works done on EMRS, and we're working aggressively. I'll be having again one review meeting next week with all the Manico and the Webco's team and our department. I think that will be we'll see the final improvement. Yes, it is some of the Eklavya Regional School has been tender plotted and recently, and they are on pipeline, but we have to see the real picture when the things happened.
Education Minister Rakam Sangma said that if the government implements the National Education Policy NEP 2020 in entirety, there are certain sections and portions that would be made suitable and Meghalaya-centric. The state government is planning to redraft and amend the Meghalaya State Education Policy. He said that in the redrafted Meghalaya Education Policy, there will be chapters dedicated to Meghalaya culture, freedom fighters, history and people. Meanwhile, the Education Minister also said that the government has already written to the National Testing Agency NTA for more co-ed examination centers in the state after various pressure groups raised the issue of students facing difficulties due to less co-ed centers.
Meghalaya chapter has to be coming because all what happened that contains in the NEP 2020. So I think as a state government, it may be beyond our ability to implement every points that have been incorporated in the NEP 2020. Yes, for CUT examination, we have already met known to the NTA to give us more center. I think if I'm not wrong, we have got still the exemption for 23-24 last year, right? So we have still got exempted. But however, our students have gone in appearing for CUT exam this year.
Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh yesterday said that the inquiry report on the 2021 rice scam is ready and all allegations on the alleged ICDS scam rice are baseless. Speaking to media persons, Lyngdoh said there is no iota of truth in any of the allegations. That is the view that has been put up before the AG of the state, and he was clear and lucid in his observation. Therefore, the case cannot be regarded as a scam.
And having observed the view that the actual incident and the case was delayed because of lack of coordination with the Assam police, where the scam was supposed to have taken place. I had observed accordingly that in future there should be a definite timeline for inquiries so that parties who are alleged to have committed such scams are not, and the department are not dragged into needless controversy.
The Social Welfare Department will come up with a panel of names for the appointment of the new chairperson of the Women's Commission after Pidalia Toy has been removed as the chairperson of Meghalaya State Commission for Women. Speaking to reporters, the minister in charge of the department said that Pidalia Toy does not qualify to be chairperson any longer, as she was not only involved in election campaign, but according to the rules, she is supposed to attend at least 3 meetings of the board, and she has abstained from 4 meetings. According to Paul, appointment of a chairperson should not be based on political allegiance.
It is not only about her being involved in an election campaign, but according to the rules, she is supposed to attend at least 3 meetings of the board, and she has abstained from 4 meetings, and therefore she does not qualify to be chairperson any longer.
The Indian Association of Hill Farming IAHF organized a national conference entitled Rebooting the Hill Farming for Future Sustainability and Livelihood RHFFSL on 8th and 9th June 2023 at ICAR Research Complex for NEH Region Umyam. Governor of Meghalaya Phagu Chauhan attended the program as the chief guest. In his address, the governor said that ICAR and agricultural universities along with state governments will help to identify common areas of collaboration and harness synergies to make the agricultural system of the region more robust and resilient.
खेती के लिए उपयुक्त नहीं है, क्योंकि इससे अंदर बड़ी मात्रा में बायोमास
As part of the All India Quiz on Financial Literacy under the theme Good Financial Behavior, Your Savior for this year, which coincides with 75 years of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and G20, the Reserve Bank of India Shillong conducted a district-level quiz competition for schools in East and West Janta Hills at Utran in Latlabo yesterday. The first session was held for East Janta Hills and the second part of the quiz was held for West Janta Hills. Sutunga Government Upper Primary School emerged as the winner from East Janta Hills and Nongtalang Higher Secondary School from West Janta Hills. The weather report. The maximum temperature was 26.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 18.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 67% while in the evening was 74%. No rainfall was recorded. Forecast: light to moderate rain is very likely to occur at isolated places. Before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. High-powered committee on construction of new assembly building met at Taj Vivanta, Shillong. Unavailability of land delays construction of Ekalavya model residential schools in Meghalaya. National Education Policy 2020 cannot be implemented in entirety, has to be made state-centric, says Education Minister Rakam Sangma. And allegations on rice scam are baseless, says Paul Linger. That's all we have in the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for some more news. Until then, good night.